What's up, bitches? Snowball back here once again, and all I can say right now is 200 subscribers. That is crazy. I don't know. It's just crazy, guys. Like, I'm very thankful, and I know it's not really that much to other people, but truly, that is awesome in my opinion. You know, it's just crazy to think of. So, you know, I'm just kind of thinking about what to talk about today. Pretty much, we're gonna have an open lobby coming soon. As you guys might know already, my internet has been messed up pretty bad, and so yeah, I don't know, but we're getting it fixed. I was on the phone all day today, and pretty much they told me they can come out Friday between 3 and 5. So I'm thinking Friday night we should definitely do a not live stream, sorry, definitely do an open lobby. And the reason being is because I just hit 200 subscribers, and it's about time for an open lobby. And so yeah, we're not going to only do one open lobby, you know, and this will go on for as long as y'all want to, however many hours of the night y'all want. And it's going to be pretty fun, but it's going to be Friday night. I haven't really decided the time yet, we're not sure, but basically, as y'all can probably see in this title, I probably am saying open lobby. I'm not sure what I'm going to put yet, and also I'm not even sure what gameplay I'm going to put over here yet, because I'm just commentating over a black screen right now, and I have no gameplay. You know, my Xbox has been messing up really bad, and so I really haven't been able to play online very much. I tried, and it was so laggy, and I got off, and whenever they came and hooked up my internet before, they messed up pretty bad, and I really don't know what they did. It's fucking faggots. But anyways, I want to go through a little bit of this list. As you can see on my channel, if you're watching this on my channel or not, I don't know, you probably aren't, but on my channel it does say 200 subs, open lobbies, parentheses scheduled. And what that means is that we're going to be doing open lobbies quite often for as long as y'all guys want me to. And the start of 200 subs, I believe this should make it to where there should be enough people in there, as long as y'all are watching my videos. That's one thing I don't understand. You know, I just hit over 200 subs, but I really don't get that many views on my videos. You know, I get like 30 to 50, you know, whatever. But so I don't know why that happens either, because I've never subbed for subbed or anything like that. You know, the only people I'm subscribed to are the people I watch, and I am subscribed to quite a few people, but you know, I make an effort to go through there and watch all of their videos. And you know, a lot of them are major commentators that, you know, like White Boy 7th Street, Woody's Gamertag, people like that. And I tend to watch their videos a lot. But 400 subs can be the start of story times. We might switch these around a little bit. I'm not sure yet, but I might switch the hour-long uploads or the podcast around. I'm not sure yet, but 400 subs is going to be the mark of start of story times. And pretty much there's been a lot of stuff going on through my life, and I have some pretty cool stories, some pretty funny stories, some pretty crazy stories, maybe some hurtful stories, some pretty fucked up stories and stuff like that that probably be really interesting. So hopefully my parents don't watch it. But no, I'm just kidding, it's alright. But so I chose 400 just because it'd probably give a wide enough audience for some good feedback about what y'all think about that and everything. 600 subs is going to be weekly hour-long uploads. And you know, pretty much whenever I get this internet back, you know, and working and all that, my internet works right now. It's just so terrible, like it's ridiculous. I have a 1-bar connection on all the games on my Xbox, and then my computer, I'm running off Wi-Fi, and it's not even a full bar. But this is a 2-bedroom apartment, so it should be. And it's not the router, it's the internet. I don't understand why it's doing that. And then whenever I upload a video, I'll upload a video that's 8 or 9 minutes long, and it takes me about 3 hours. And so that is quite ridiculous. So they're going to be coming out and fixing that. But 600 subs is going to be weekly hour-long uploads. And I've been thinking about this, what I'm really going to be doing with this. And maybe you guys can give me some advice on that if y'all want, what I should do with that, you know. Because I was thinking maybe just an hour-long upload. It'll probably change around a little bit. Sometimes it'll be a live commentary. Sometimes it'll be not live commentary. Sometimes it'll be just, you know, I guess behind the scenes something. I'm really not sure what's going to be going on with that. But the last one I'm going to get to on the list right now is at 1,000 subs, I'm going to do a podcast. And this is something else that I'm actually kind of interested in. It should be pretty fun. You know, I'm thinking about, it's kind of like a podcast, but I want to do it with Call of Duty, so I call it a codcast. And it should be pretty interesting. Pretty much It's gonna be me, maybe a couple other people. Well, I'm not gonna do it alone. I should have some other people in there, and we're gonna start this thing up and hopefully bring some other people in there and have just, I guess, a basic conversation. We could even, we could even play games together or something like that, and I'll end up uploading it like that, just us raping the shit out of some other people and stuff like that. Or maybe we'll just chill out and have some conversations about, in the future, Call of Duties and stuff like that. And I don't know, it should be pretty interesting. Just a little podcast we can start up. There's a ton of stuff out in the world we can talk about, and I don't know how long I'm gonna make that go either. It could only be 30 minutes, maybe more. Who knows? Should be pretty fun. But yeah, so that's about it for the list. I'm probably gonna add to it once I think of a couple other things, or I might swap the hour-long uploads and the story times and make the story times go to 600 subs. I'm not sure, but I kind of wanted to clarify what all about the sub count, because you'll probably heard me here and there be like, oh, I don't, sub count is only a number. It's truly the subs that make your channel grow, people that actually watch your videos. It's not really about the subs, it's about the views, and by subs I mean the sub number, because the subs are people, and that's, who's cool with this and everything. But so yeah, I don't know, but I just chose 200 because I know there's always a big different ratio between number of subscribers and views, and that's with any commentary, because people will subscribe to you and then not watch you at all, but I guess I'm an example of that. 200 subscribers and like 40 views on my last video that I put out. It's kind of crazy, the zombies video, but I don't know, I don't get it. But I chose 200, so that should be a wide enough audience to be able to get in an open lobby and have a lot of fun. And when this open lobby comes, I'm kind of debating on what I should do with it. I do want to play Call of Duty, because that is pretty much why you guys are subscribed to me. I have mostly Call of Duty on here, and depending on the amount of people we have, we'll see how everything goes. I'm thinking about going into COD 4, and we'll go and I'll set up a match in there and do some infection lobbies. And I'm not talking about the whole hacking and glitching and shit. I'm talking about a type of gameplay that's just for fun. And if you guys don't know what that is, I don't panic or anything. I will tell you all the rules and base them out and everything once we get in the lobby. But so it should be pretty fun. And for you guys that are PS3 and all that, I can probably live stream it for y'all also and see if that works out. My internet should be strong enough by then to do both at the same time. Hopefully it is. Last time I was live streaming, I had to stop live streaming and everybody else's connection went back up. I didn't do an open lobby, it was just a couple of people we were playing zombies with and all that. But so yeah, hopefully that'll actually work out pretty cool. So if y'all have COD 4, that would be great. If y'all don't worry about it. We can always play some Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2, whatever y'all want, really. I know the majority of people have Black Ops just because it's the newest game, and whenever Modern Warfare 3 comes out, we can do open lobbies on that also. I heard they have survival mode on that, and we can probably go into that and have some fun. It should be pretty cool, so hopefully y'all enjoy that. And I don't know, that's probably about it, all I had to say about that. I kind of want to move on to a different topic, but it was about, I got back from Dallas recently, and we have an annual convention and a company that I've been in for almost 2 years now. October 1st will be 2 years. That's my birthday on October 1st, and I'll be 20. But a lot of people don't believe that I'm actually that old, but yeah, I don't live with my parents. I live about 2 hours away from them, and I go to college. I'm in my second year, and I have a roommate here. His name is Nathan Cyborg Reaper. He has a YouTube channel himself, which I can probably leave in the description for y'all. He doesn't really do Call of Duty, but he does a lot of other stuff, and he does have an Hauppauge HD PVR, because we both bought one just for the hell of it, and I just kept up with YouTube, and he really couldn't over the summer, because his internet is all fucked up at his own house, so yeah. But anyways, people don't really believe I'm that old, but anyways, I went to this convention, and pretty much the company I'm in is called Ambit Energy. We have a big advantage into it. My parents have been in it for 4 years now. They're the number 5 top income earners in the whole company. We have 100,000 people in there now, and yeah, so they've made almost $2 million so far, and I definitely haven't made that much. but hopefully one day I'll get there. But that's one thing, you know, that people would probably ask me, well, why do you, you know, do everything on YouTube and blah 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 if you already have a job and everything? Because most of the people I see out there, they're trying to do YouTube and they're like, oh yeah, I want to get paid, you know, I want to get paid like White Boy 7th Street, blah blah blah, and all this shit, and they're just saying how they want to do this, they want to do that, just broke ass and all that stuff. But you know, truly guys, I'm doing this for fun. I just really enjoy this. But like, there's just one thing I don't understand, you know, I know my channel most likely is always going to stay small, and I really don't care if I get over, hopefully I get over 1,000 subs just to reach those goals so we can start doing some other stuff, just because, you know, I really like to entertain people. But I don't really think my channel is ever going to, you know, grow very big or anything like that. And sometimes I'm not a very entertaining guy. That's probably why I don't get very many views. But, you know, I do this thing for fun. I went out and bought these supplies and everything to be able to record in some good high quality definition for you guys, and so y'all can see, you know, just be entertained, and maybe I can help you guys out with some stuff like that. That's basically what my channel is based on. I know I'm not the best out there. I think I'm above average, but I'm not the best, and hopefully I can help you guys out with some of these games out there. Well, mostly Call of Duty, I guess, and show you guys what's what. That's why I started that whole gun series, because a lot of people are saying, oh my god, this gun's overpowered and blah blah blah, and so I started the whole series up to show you guys, well, any gun can be overpowered, you know, it's whoever has the gun. And you're probably going to see me absolutely fail with some of those guns. I just finished doing the AK-74, I'm sorry, AK-74U, and you guys probably hate that one or something like that, but I don't know, I thought it was a pretty good game. But I just finished doing that one, and I commentated over it, and I will be putting up pretty soon. I don't know if this video will be up before that one, but anyways guys, so we went to this convention, right, and it was very interesting. But Ambit Energy, that's the company I'm in a couple years now. We are the fastest growing company in the entire US, and we just market electricity, and it's very interesting. And I do have my own website on that, and if you guys really do want to see what it's about, the link will be in the description, and y'all can just take it there, and there's a couple videos there that y'all can watch and everything. It's pretty much see how the company works. And one thing I tell people that is, this is probably the easiest job I've ever had in my life. I mean, it's even easier than YouTube. It's ridiculous how much money they're just throwing at us, and it's like, okay, thank you, you know. But like I said, you know, my parents are banking a lot on that, and I'm trying to catch up and trying to make enough money. But you know, it's allowed me to do a lot of different things, and travel around the country, or around the world and stuff like that, around the country and around the world, and have a lot of fun. But I just do this YouTube thing for fun. But anyways, at this convention, every year we have two owners of the company, you know, the CEO and CMO, and they come out and they tell a story, or I mean, like, they give a speech and they have kind of a story that connects it to it. And basically, I want to talk a little bit about something called the butterfly effect. And forgive me guys, I don't remember the names that they were talking about, but this is all a true story. So there's this theory a long time ago that, see, I can't remember the guy's name. He was he had a advanced degree in math, and he also had an advanced degree in science. And basically, he just loved using the both of them, you know. So he had a job here, he had a job there. He worked at I think it was Oxford University. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but this was back before the Civil War started. And basically, everybody was just happy and everything, and he was from the North and all that. And so, as you guys know already, you know, the North won. I don't know if y'all study that in England or any other country, I'm sorry, but basically we had a civil war, North versus South, a long time ago in the 1800s. Most likely y'all do know about that. I see Syndicate singing the freaking national anthem for US. It's pretty funny. He's British, but anyways, so he comes out and gives this speech, and he talks about this guy, and I guess we'll call him Colonel Sanders. I think it's somewhere close to his name. It's probably completely off, but so not Colonel yet, I'm sorry, I just gave away part of it, but basically Professor Sanders. And so he worked at this university, and he was a science teacher. And a lot of people don't really know this story, but it's completely true. I put my life on it. And he came up with this theory, and he worked on it for years and put everything together, and thought it through, and showed it to other people, and they were just like, maybe. But it was called the butterfly effect, and it really has nothing to do with the movie or anything like that. But well, it kind of does, I guess. But basically, if you think of this, it makes sense in a way, but you'll probably disagree at first. But I can actually prove that it's correct. He thought, if a butterfly flaps its wings, it pushes the air, and then that air, it creates an air bubble basically, and then that creates another air bubble. That air bubble pushes another air bubble. That air bubble pushes another air bubble, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then on the other side of the world, it can start a hurricane. So one big hurricane that can come up through a country and just create mass destruction was started by a single butterfly on the other side of the world. And so, he had all these formulas and everything to prove this correct. But the problem was, nobody believed him, and they're just like, yeah, right, So it wasn't until 30 years later that they actually, some other guy, dug through research and found out, wow, this is true. Not only is it true and just creating a hurricane from a butterfly, but it's true with people in real life. So if you think about it, one single thing that you can do could affect somebody else you don't even know on the other side of the world. And if you don't believe me, I'll give you this example. Basically, this was the example that the guy gave me. So this guy from Oxford University that created this, when the Civil War started, you can go and volunteer to fight for it, for the army, for the North. And so he was the first one to walk up and get recruited in his town. And forgive me, I cannot remember where he's from. Sorry about that, guys. I want to turn my mic down just a little bit for you guys. But back to the story. So I'm sorry, I can't remember where he's from. But so Colonel Sanders, when you walk into a thing back then, it was first come first serve, highest ranking. So he was the very first person to volunteer to fight for the North. And he walks in, they say, hey, you got any military experience? He says, nope. He goes, okay, well, you're Colonel. So Colonel Sanders goes out into the field. Next person comes in, okay, you're captain, okay, you're sergeant, or lieutenant, okay, you're private, and so on and so forth down the chain. And that's pretty much how you got the army back then, because really, they were just running really low on people, and they need as many people as they can get. And so basically, it's the last battle in the Civil War, and they find out that the Confederacy, which is the South, were planning to try to flank around to the North and defeat them. And if they were to do so, this was the very last battle, they would have won. And so basically it's Colonel Sanders and his crew, and he's standing there, right? And so they have a whole line, and they put Colonel Sanders there, and they say, you're going to be the one to defend them. They have to get through you to win. So do not let them through. Put your life on the line. And basically, literally his life was on the line. So he's standing there and everything, and here comes the Confederacy, and they're starting to fire at each other and shoot and shoot and shoot, and bullets flying everywhere, and so many people were dying, and a lot of the North started to die. And so basically just the whole line is collapsing and everything, and it's getting really crazy. And so they send out 5 waves. The Confederacy sends out 5 waves at them, and it's just wave after wave after wave, and they're coming out and wiping out all these people. And finally the North is able to hold off that 5th wave, and then the Confederacy has one more wave that they're going to send, the 6th wave, which was pretty much as massive as all 5 of them together. So they're thinking, oh my god, there's no way. So a private comes up to Colonel Sanders and says, Colonel, we have pretty much no men left, and we're all out of ammo. We have just enough ammo to shoot like one person, so we have like 1 or 2 bullets in each gun, and half of us don't have any ammo at all. And he said, what should we do? And he sits there and he thinks and he thinks, and he says, oh my god, what am I going to do? This is a guy that was a teacher from a university. He's never been in war before, and he just looks up and he says, okay, fix your bayonets. And they're just like, what? And fix your bayonets, put them on your gun and everything. So if you don't know, a bayonet is like a large knife that you put on the end of the gun, and whenever you get close to somebody, you can stab them with it. So that's all you can do. You can't shoot them at them or anything like that. They're not like a crossbow or anything like that, but you just have to get close and push your gun out at them, and it'll stab them with it, and they're really sharp. So he says, fix your bayonets. And so they're about to go up against they have about 80 people left, and they're going up against hundreds of people from the Confederacy, and this is their last wave. Remember, the Confederacy just wiped out pretty much all of their army. And so they're sitting there and they say, okay, you know, ready, face your bayonets downhill, because they were up on a hill and Confederacy was down there attacking. And he just goes, charge! And then he screams charge, and all the other guys screaming with him, and they run at the Confederacy. And then Confederacy just turned around and ran. And you know why? Because the Confederacy looks at these troops and they say, oh my god, this is not the same people that we were just shooting at. They got so scared and they just ran away. And if you think about this, guys, so finally they just stepped up and they faced the music and they said, okay, we're gonna do this. And soon after, they just went chasing after him. They finally caught the captain of I'm sorry, not the captain, the colonel of the Confederacy, and they caught him captive and said, okay, we'll hold you for ransom. And then basically it was really crazy. You have Colonel Sanders standing there with a bayonet, and the other colonel of the other one standing there with a revolver in his hand. Colonel Sanders comes up and says, you're my prisoner. And the other guy takes his revolver and flips it backwards and says, yes sir, I am. So Colonel Sanders wins and they capture him, hold him for ransom, and the war is over. And that's truly how it ended. And this is a completely true story that nobody really ever knows, and it's really not studied in history, and I was completely surprised whenever I heard it, and I was like, oh my god, that is insane. But I mean, this is 100% legit, completely true, and it's just a crazy story. But one thing I kind of wanted to focus on is basically the butterfly effect here. And you think of it, you know, so Colonel Sanders captures the other colonel and he ends the war, and so therefore we go on throughout history, we unite as a nation and all that, and we go on to where we are today. Everything that has happened in history has happened. But you started thinking about, what if the Confederacy didn't run? What if they just shot him down while they were running down the hill? Like, okay, why didn't they? You know, they were freaking scared. They were about to shit themselves. They're pissing their pants like little kids. But think about it, like, what if they just shot him down, and then they ran around, they flanked the North, and they took them out too? The Confederacy would have won the war. We still would have been separated to this day. There would be a North and a South. And whenever Hitler swept the whole nation and started the Holocaust and World War II came out and everything, there would be nobody to stop it. You know, I mean, America was the one that stopped it. And they pretty much said, they put an end to the war and they said, alright, it's done, you know. But there would be nobody to stop the war. Hitler would have been dictator of pretty much the whole world, and we would be under his command. And you think, Colonel Sanders, okay, thank you, you know, like, he was the one that stopped it, and that is truly insane. Like, that is so awesome when you think about it, like, that one little thing. So, we go back to this butterfly effect that I was talking about. One single little butterfly flaps his wings on the other side of the world, and on this side, a hurricane starts. Like, can you just imagine that? Like, I don't know, guys, this is just truly fascinating to me how this is all completely true, and it's been proven mathematically, scientifically, and humanly possible. Like, I don't know, but anyways, guys, that is just something to put through your minds. I really do think that is awesome. So just to recap, we are going to be doing a open lobby on Friday. Hopefully you will be enjoying that. I will put another video out about when I'm doing an open lobby. I just want to put this video out first. Y'all can keep an open mind with it and understand all that. And so yeah, it's gonna be really, really fucking awesome, guys. So hopefully you'll be there. And once again, I'm only on Xbox 360. I'm sorry, I don't have a PS3. I have all the Call of Duties from COD 4 until Black Ops, all of them. And let me know whichever ones y'all have, and we're gonna hop on there. We're gonna play for a while. I'm thinking we're gonna start with some private matches, and just pretty much we'll play like a King of the Hill type of thing or something like that. And I also want to do some infection, and you guys will definitely see what that is. It's gonna be really awesome. Once this channel starts growing more, we're not gonna stop doing open lobbies, guys. This is gonna go on for as long as you guys want it to, and no matter how big this channel is. And so it's gonna be really great, guys. I'm thinking, you know, a couple years in advance, I'm still gonna be here on YouTube, and I'm still gonna be doing these open lobbies, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. So we're getting new internet on Friday, sometime between 3 and 5 o'clock. And just to let you guys know, I am in Central Time, and basically that is, you know, obviously the center of America. And you have Pacific time, which is 2 hours behind Central. You have Mountain time, which is 1 hour behind Central, and you have East Coast time, which is 1 hour ahead of Central. And so you guys can get that right. And I know most of Europe is about 6 hours ahead of Central time. I know I've played a couple times with some subs there from Scotland, and I found that out that they're about 6 hours ahead. So hopefully we can do this open lobby to where those guys can also get in there. But you know, the reason I chose the weekend is so we can hopefully do it a little bit later and have a lot of fun in there. It's gonna be really awesome. And since it's the weekend, you little kids can stay up a little bit later. It's pretty funny though. I was playing with a guy the other day, and I'm not gonna give his name out or anything like that, but his mom was screaming at him to get off and go to bed because he's got to go to school tomorrow. And I was just like, you know, I mean, I remember those days. Like, my mom used to gripe and complain at me and scream like, "Get off! Turn it off now! You need to go to bed!" And I'm like, "Mom, it's only 10:30," and she's like, "Go to bed!" It's freaking crazy. Like, trust me, guys, I remember those days. It is very difficult when you think about to live with your parents. Then you move out and you're pretty much on your own, you know. Like, you gotta, you know, have your own source of income, and unless your parents like to help you out. You know, I am, oh, I'm sorry, I just kicked my desk a little bit. I am on my own source of income right now, even though it's the same company my parents are in. I'm pretty much paying for everything myself now, all the bills and everything. You got a lot of shit to pay for. You know, you gotta keep up, you gotta cook for yourself, you gotta provide for yourself and everything. And it is pretty crazy, but you know, at the same time, it's pretty fun. It's fun to just kind of, you know, get away for a while. But I have found myself to go back to my parents a lot and say, "Please, can I borrow some money?" It's pretty crazy. So I don't know, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Whatever gameplay was up, I hope you guys enjoyed that too. And yeah, so I guess that's about it, guys. Open lobby coming soon. Hopefully you guys be there, and mark it down on your calendar. Friday night, evening, whatever, I don't know, but Friday, fucking be there. Peace.